everybody, it's Sheree here, and today I'm going to be creating a layout using the gorgeous Jaimee Kit from Felicity Jane. It's the new kit this month and the colours are just beautiful. It's so fresh. I'm loving this green. And there's a selection of the papers here. There are a few more, but I've just chosen these ones for this project today. I've got my photos printed out. I was printing them out 2 by 2, but they've actually come out a little bit larger. So what I've done is cut those pattern papers to be exactly the same size as those photos. So I've got those ready to go. They're all cut to size. I've also got my background organised. My white cardstock is cut to 11 by 11 inches. I've then got this diagonal striped piece, which I think was last month's kit, and I've just cut it so that it's just slightly larger than the 11 by 11, so you can see I've just got that thin border around the edge there. And then I've got the solid colour green cardstock. I absolutely love this colour, and what I've done is just cut a little bit of the white off the bottom of the branding strip and some off the top, so that this now measures exactly 12 by 12. So I will stick those together off camera before I start the rest of the process, but I just wanted to tell you what those measurements were. Okay, so I've also got the die cuts from the Jaimee Kit. I've got the designer tabs. I think I'll be using this darker pink one on this page. Definitely going to use this big beautiful floral. I do have a couple of pieces from other kits as well to use. The create word that came with this kit didn't quite suit the theme of my page today, so I've reached into my stash for the Alexis puffy stickers. Absolutely love these in the Alexis kit, and I'm thinking I'm going to use the today word. I ended up buying another pack of those because I love them so much. I've also grabbed up some really old chipboard stickers because it had this little chipboard sunglasses piece which I thought would go really well next to this photo here. So I've got that to use. That was the summer chipboard stickers. I've also got the Lola chipboard, and I'm going to use a few of these words on the page as well. So I think I'm ready to go ahead and make a start on this. I do have a page design in mind, so I'll pop you on fast forward and show you how this page is going to turn out. Okay, so to start off with, I'm just going to arrange my photos and those squares of pattern paper onto the page. So I did sort of have an idea of how I wanted these set out. So it's kind of like a grid, but an uneven grid, if you know what I mean. So I've got some going across, some going down, and I just want to make sure that I've got these positioned so that there's roughly the same gap at the top and bottom, and on the left and right of those squares and photos. So I'm pretty happy with the placement of that. I didn't worry about measuring, I've just eyeballed it. So now I'm going to go ahead and stick my squares and photos into place with double-sided tape. I did decide to do something different with this little white square with the tiny hearts, and I'm using my fringing scissors to go right along this square. I'm going almost to the top, but I did want to have a strip where I can put double-sided tape and a strip of stitching across the top, and I thought this would add some fun texture to the page. So stick that one down, and I'm quite happy with how that looks. And now I can go ahead and use my sewing machine to stitch around each of those pattern paper squares, and also I'll stitch a border around the edge. So you can see there I've also added a little bit of stitching to each photo as well. And now I can go ahead and start adding my embellishments. So I had forgotten that I wanted to add this designer tab next to that top photo, and now I've added the stitching there. I can't tuck it in underneath, so I've just put that aside until later, and I do still add that, but you'll see what I do later in the video. So I've got the tag on the right hand side there. I've just added twine to that one. I've got the Lola chipboard words going onto the photos. They are still available in the store if you like those. And I've got my big floral piece going on there with some foam tape. The summer chipboard sticker, they are actually still available in the store, and they're on sale if you like the look of those. So I've got this mini wide paper clip going on there now. I've got the tiny tag that's just dangling down with a piece of twine. I actually think those tiny tags are still available on sale in the store as well, and you do get quite a few in the pack if you're interested in those. So my title has gone on there, just sideways down the side of that pattern paper. And I've got these little die cuts now from the Jaimee kit going on there as well. So there's little hearts and stars. And I'm just using double-sided tape to stick down those chipboard words. So doing each of those, just putting them on the edge of each of those photos. The chipboard sticker, I just need to peel the backing off of that one to stick it down. But for the little die cuts, I wanted to stick them on with a foam square so that there's a little bit of dimension with each of those. So just adding those on there now. Okay, so just deciding what to do next. I'm just going to add another foam square underneath the tiny tag so it stays in place and doesn't cover up the title. And that green tag can also be stuck down as well. I did think about adding something else to that tag, but I thought just having the bow on the end was just enough. Okay, so next I decided to play with some of those sequins from the Jaimee kit, and I've got the green ones there, just the smaller size sequins, and I'm sticking them randomly over some of the green circles on that pattern paper, and I'm sticking some of them sort of going off the edge of the squares as well. So I'm just using small glue dots to do that, and this was just an easy way to add extra interest to that area of the page. So just, I think I've got another one or two to go on there. Okay, so that's done. Next I've decided what to do with that designer tab. So I thought I'd grab the Essentials mini stamp set number 2, and I've got the little row of hearts which fit perfectly inside that little space on the tab. So because it can be tricky to stamp onto these, they have a bit of a slick surface, I'm using my Stays On ink and it stamps up perfectly. So I'm quite happy with that. So just put my ink out of the way, and now I'm just deciding how to attach it to my photo. So to start off with, I'm just going to put double-sided tape in the middle so that it closes up on itself, and then I'm going to add more double-sided tape underneath it, and I thought about stapling it on. So you can see there I've grabbed my long arm stapler out because my other stapler just wouldn't reach in that far. So for some reason I take a really long time to get this into the right spot. I don't know why, but I do get there in the end. Okay, so a little more adjustments. Oh, I'm really sorry it took me so long to do that. Okay, now this is where I was going to staple it into place, but then I decided to add stitching instead. So I'm grabbing my sewing machine out, and you can see there I've added stitching, and I'm really happy with that. So next I'm using the Felicity Jane roller date stamp to add the date, and I've decided to do it just next to that today word, and this page is then complete. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing how this one's come together today. I'm really loving this kit. Let me know if you've got any questions down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I'll leave a link down below to Felicity Jane as well. And thank you so much for joining me today. I'll leave you with some close-up photos at the end. And bye for now.